Oh, wow. If it isn't my favorite repeat offender. Back again, like a day trader convinced they'll actually beat the market this time. It's you again. Back from doom-scrolling TikTok, acting like some guy in his mom's garage giving #finance tips counts as actual research. Well, congrats. Your algorithm dragged you back here, probably because it knows you're still undecided on the biggest financial cage match of our time. Stocks versus crypto. Now I know what you're thinking. Which side do I pick? Do I go with the stable beige khaki-wearing option? Or the chaotic neon roller coaster that might double my money or turn my bank account into a bloody mess? Don't worry, we'll break it down, sarcasm included, so you can at least sound smart next time your cousin Chad corners you at a family dinner, insisting he's pushing penny stocks harder than Stratton Oakmont on a Monday morning. Quick disclaimer before we go full Wall Street mode. I'm not a financial advisor. No fancy letters after my name. No Bloomberg terminal glowing in a secret bunker. What I do have is years of trial, error, regret, and enough dumb trades to qualify as a cautionary tale. So treat this as entertainment with a side of don't do what I did. All right, let's start with stocks. Stocks are basically tiny pieces of ownership in real companies. Buy one, and you technically own part of Apple, Amazon, Coca-Cola, or if you enjoy emotional pain, GameStop. Now, if you're wondering what the big deal is, here's the S&P 500. This index tracks the 500 biggest companies in the US. Think of it like the scoreboard for the stock market's all-stars. Over the long term, it's averaged about 10% annual returns. Not every year, of course. Some years it tanks like your self-esteem after karaoke-night. But over decades, it shows that steady, patient investing actually works. That's the grandpa-level reliability I was talking about earlier. Not every year is sunshine and rainbows. In 2008, stocks tanked nearly 40%. The dot-com bubble, tech stocks imploded like a piñata at your neighbor's kid's birthday party. But here's the thing, stocks usually recover. Give it time, and they crawl back up. It's like planting a tree. Boring to watch, but eventually it shades your yard. And some stocks actually pay you just for holding them in so-called dividends. Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble. These are the grandma companies mailing you a little thank you check every few months. Not sexy, but dependable. Then you've got the legends. Amazon turning early investors into millionaires. Tesla shooting up like a bottle rocket. Apple casually taking over the world one overpriced gadget at a time. Stocks evolve as industries evolve. Tech, renewable energy, biotech. Some companies adapt and thrive. Others? Well, let's just say Blockbuster is currently resting in peace next to Sears and MySpace. All right, let's switch lanes. Crypto. Crypto is not a tree you plant. Crypto is fireworks duct-taped to a roller coaster. Bitcoin launched in 2009 as this nerdy experiment in digital money. Pennies back then, tens of thousands now. Along the way, it's been declared dead literally hundreds of times. Spoiler, still not dead. Then came Ethereum with its smart contracts code that runs itself on the blockchain. And boom, that's what kicked off decentralized finance, NFTs, DAOs, and about 10,000 meme coins, half of which were scams with logos made in Microsoft Paint. But here's what makes crypto different. Development isn't tied to earnings reports or board meetings. It's about code, adoption, hype cycles, and sometimes Elon Musk tweeting a dog picture. Bitcoin even has this thing called the halving, where its supply gets cut in half every 4 years. And like clockwork, the price usually goes bananas after. Ethereum managed to completely change its system in 2022, cutting energy use by over 99%. Imagine Coca-Cola trying to change its recipe. It took one bad attempt in the 80s to realize that was a mistake. Of course, the volatility is brutal. Bitcoin has gone from $20,000 down to $3,000, then up to $69,000, then back under $20,000, currently striking a high of over $93,000. Next, Ethereum, another unstoppable force in the cryptoverse to be reckoned with, or at least until gas fees show up. It has dropped over 90% in a single cycle. Compare that to stocks. Yes, they crash, but rarely that hard, that fast, that often. Spoiler, Ethereum's price is currently chilling somewhere in the low 4,300s, looking all confident like it's about to go to the moon, or at least take the subway to 5K. Crypto is speedrunning both glory and disaster. And don't even get me started on the scams. Rug pulls, fake projects, shady exchanges. Remember FTX? Super Bowl ads, celebrity endorsements, billions in assets, poof, gone. Stocks have regulators breathing down their necks. Crypto has Discord mods named Crypto Wizard 420. Good luck with that. And hey, if you've stuck with me this far, congrats. You've officially paid more attention than most self-proclaimed finance experts on TikTok. So go ahead, hit that subscribe, stick around, and let's keep laughing at this financial circus together. Because money may never make sense, but at least we can make the chaos entertaining. All right, back to the final thought. So which should you pick? Welcome to the ring. Stocks quietly grow and occasionally throw a tantrum. Crypto screams, glitters, and occasionally explodes. The choice is on you. Pick wisely, or at least pick faster than you sell. Your buy-in timing matters more than you think. Enter at the wrong moment, and even the most reliable investment feels like a trap. Either way, you're paying attention now, and that's already more than your cousin Chad ever did before trying to turn a meme coin into his retirement plan. And with that, congratulations. You now officially know the difference between a dividend and a dog coin, which honestly puts you miles ahead of half the internet. Catch you in the next video, because clearly, bad decisions need company. Bring your portfolio and we'll have a good laugh.